ever had anybody come to you and say, Nick, please, please compose a piece of music for this, whether it's for a yoga class or whether it's for sleep or it's for babies, or has anybody ever come to you and said that?
Yes, my wife. When we had babies. So,
Of course.
yeah, but seriously, I do get feedback all the time from people who even listen to my track, and I'm always open to feedback and suggestions. But yes, certainly one thing that I've in terms of the sleep side, having two young children, having gone through the sort of the early years, so they're 7 and 9 at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, my album at the moment that I'm putting together is sleep relaxation. It's been quite handy to have them as guinea pigs.
Yes, that's a great way to think about it. See,
I
if it
will tell
works
them.
on them, it'll work on
Yeah.
most children. That's awesome. Um, do your children play music? Do they?
Yes, they do.
Do
Yeah, they
they?
do. And I mean, they're still quite young, but the schools that they go to are quite good, and they've done guitar lessons. But whenever I can, I bring them over and to the studio and show them what I do. But I don't want to pressurize them and thinking that they need to do this, that, or the other. I want them to be able to find their own sort of
Yeah.
sources of motivation and connections to the instruments. So yes, they're definitely in the right place to pick up something.
Absolutely. Most of your work is done in the studio. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at the main hub, I've got quite a high tech. It's an interesting balance because I've got quite a high tech computer and a MIDI keyboard, which means I can connect it up to all sorts of pre-recorded libraries. And that's somewhere where all the synthesizing sounds come from, the sort of Vangelis, Jean-Michel Jarre influences. And I can bring on top the sort of the more live instrument playing side, which is all the instruments that we've spoken about,
Hmm.
that I can layer on top.
Do you ever bring in any guest artists?
Yeah, I have a few friends and other musicians that I bring in and record. Certainly, I haven't quite uh, perfected my female chanting vocal voice, so I've got a few friends I'm working with for that. And we've got a chakra mantra project on the go. So there, I'm really excited and be able to have a sort of a balance of sort of female and male voices and chanting.
Oh,
So that's
that
going
would
to be.
be absolutely amazing. That would be very, very, very inspirational. That would be, wow, can't wait for that. Um, what pieces or piece of music are you most proud?
Um, that's a really interesting question. I think I would probably say I'm always proud of my latest track, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Kind of find myself always wanting to use new instruments and new sounds. Um, so if in a way, if those sounds have kind of gotten through my quality check, they've made it through with my perfectionist looking and listening to it, then I know that I've probably done, not to sound, to keep my modesty, that I
No,
know that
don't worry about that.
it
It's
sounds
okay.
good. It sounds okay if it's made it onto a release track. So I think well, I can't, sometimes I can't really properly relax when I'm listening to my music because I've always got that sort of internal analyst and
Yeah.
perfectionist listening to it. But I think, yeah, the most music track that I'd be most proud of would be the latest one that I've released because it'll have something new in it that I'm proud of.
Yeah. And that is called, can you give us the name of that?
Oh well, the latest one is um, Blissful Night's Sleep.
Ah, Blissful Night Sleep. Everybody's going to run out and get that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So the new element on there is actually using a new Indian Banshari flute that I've got, and
Ah, wonderful.
a
Wow.
mixture of bar strings. on there.
If somebody was going to travel with you, if your wife is traveling with you or your friends are traveling with you, where is the most inspirational country you would go if you needed some inspiration for music?
Yeah, yeah. Well, while I was taking this as a sort of a hobby, and then before it moved into a full-time thing, which I've been very gifted in being able to do that. So I'm very grateful to the universe in being able to provide the opportunities for me to make that change.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was doing before was actually travel, and putting holidays together in national parks. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so the areas that I found actually most inspiring have actually been the national parks in the States. So
Really
around,
interesting.
around the Grand Circle, Zion National Park, Bryce Canyon,
Yeah,
um, Monument Valley, all those places are incredible. And of course, you've got the Native American influence. That's where the home of all
yeah.
those amazing sounds are from. So um, yeah, that's where I would say it's been most inspiration.
Wow, that is really interesting. Interesting too. That would not have been my guess. Well, very interesting. Um,
But I
so,
always have, whenever I do travel, I have to make sure I leave room in my suitcase. So when we went on to Vietnam for on our honeymoon, I came back with all sorts of jaw harps, which were
oh,
amazing.
oh, how fantastic. Yes, I suppose you have to leave space for anything that you find, unless you get it shipped, of course, right? If it's too
Yeah.
big.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
have you have I'm assuming that you actually have had things shipped because they've been large.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, the growth and the opportunities that places like eBay create have actually been fantastic for me and growing my collection of instruments. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes it's difficult and you have to sort of take a bit of a risk.
Yeah.
Um, but again, I kind of rely on my intuition, and if it feels right, and I've done my research, so far it's been good. But I have had to travel to get some instruments. Like I had to go to Switzerland in Bern in Switzerland to get my hang drum, my pan art hang drum.
Wow. Wow. I'm interested to find out how you begin and end your day.
Well, I start it. Well, every day will start with the intention to compose, and depending on how it's gone, I will also end the day with that intention to compose. Sometimes
Whether it happens or not, right?
life just gets in the way. Exactly.
Right.
Um, but on a good day, I will always start with my gratitude cards.
Yeah.
This links back to the idea of the secret and the power of intention and gratitude. So I've written myself out on little laminated cards all the things that I'm grateful for.
Wow.
Uh, it's just a 5 and 10 minute exercise, but it kind of opens up your mind and your heart and puts me in the right kind of state of mind for the day.
Oh,
Um,
sounds
and
beautiful.
straight into the music.
Nick, thank you so much. This has been so enlightening.
Oh,
I really would love to have you on to do another podcast and talk a little bit more about the science of composing when you're ready. And of course, when you have another new album come out, please let us know. Um, just an
yeah.
email away. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today on Yin Yoga Lifestyle, Nick, all the way from the lovely Lake District in England, which I have fond
Absolutely.
memories of when I was a child. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And if you would like more information about Aroshanti, Nick Truch, and to listen to some beautifully composed music, you can visit Aroshanti, AROSHANTI.com. And people can actually purchase your music on your site as well, right, Nick?
That's right. Yeah, whether it's CDs or you just want a link through to the YouTube or Spotify, etc., then that's kind of a good place to start.
Yeah. So um, So please, I would encourage people absolutely go on. It's some of the more beautiful music that I have heard in a long time. And many thanks again for being here, Nick, on Yin Yoga Lifestyle.
Thank you very much.
And please don't forget to check us out at yinyogalifestyle.com, adding calm, balance, and creativity to your everyday life. Thank you for joining Yin Yoga Lifestyle. I am your host, Colette Darville. Join us next time to continue our journey of balancing into a state of perfect harmony. Until then, this is Colette Darville, reminding you to inhale, so, and exhale, hum.